Lisa G is here with the Howard 100 News.
Do you know Lisa G has her own animated character?
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Yeah, I don't know what that is about.
Yeah, I've seen that on her card and her website.
Yeah, Lisa has her own animated character.
Don't you think that's a little weird?
What do you mean?
Let's see.
I use it. It's a caricature of me on my professional stationery. What's so funny?
It is kind of funny.
You're the only one who can have a website?
It's very attractive.
No, it's just funny that you have an animated character.
It's not animated. They're caricatures of me that I've used on different things.
I mean,
it's sweet. What can I tell you?
I don't know anybody else who has this.
So she's.
How many people do you know have an animated?
It's not animated. They're caricatures of me. 2 of which I've used on business cards and professional stationery. Mm-hmm. Another one on invitation.
Why do you have a picture of yourself on your business card and professional stationery? I mean, it's kind of...
It's a caricature. It's like some people have their name. So I have a caricature.
It's kind of like, you know who she looks like in it? You ever see the Archie comics?
Yeah.
The blonde?
Yeah.
Not Betty or Veronica?
Veronica.
She's like Veronica. She's like in a
Not
sexy...
Josie of Josie and the Pussycat.
Yeah, you're kind of like Josie and Josie the Let me see that, Artie.
I mean, look at it.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, do you like it or not? What do you say?
I mean, it's sexy as hell.
It's hot.
I mean,
great.
you're like, you got a belly shirt on.
But it seems a little pompous.
Why?
No.
And you don't even dress like that. I mean, if you dress like that, I'd say
I
yeah,
will at my cookie party.
Well, you're kind of like you're like Betty and Veronica in this.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've had my website for 8 years now.
It
And
is
I run my own business.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who has like a
Me
caricature
neither.
of themselves.
Except her.
Why? A lot of people.
I mean, it's just...
There's not enough paper to draw you, Artie.
Look, all of us are... Well, there's no need to attack my weight, but... I think all of us, to a certain extent, are self-involved.
Robin.
But that's really someone who's self-involved.
That is self-involved. That is.
Thank you.
That is, Robin. Even you do not have a caricature of
no,
yourself.
I have a big picture, no caricature.
Yeah, right.
Lisa, I think it's great. You're a unique individual, and you know how to market yourself.
Don't you think,
you.
Robin?
But it's not working.
Why?
Why isn't it working?
It's working with me.
I mean, you're not...
I just brought a client to Howard who will be advertising on Monday.
Okay.
All right. Don't
Isn't
you
that
think,
nice?
Robin? Like we would goof on you if you had a caricature of yourself on your business card.
You would, of course.
Yeah. Why would we goof on you?
Because it's pompous.
Yeah, that really describes me.
It doesn't describe you, but I mean, I'm not pompous, but I had that big picture.
Big cartoon picture of yourself.
There are a lot of them on my website,
All
not
right.
just one.
Okay.
Did you get my Christmas card, by the way?
I did not.
You didn't
Not
get
yet.
it?
I'm sure it's coming.
It's the one with
Well-
a picture of her on it.
Yeah, it's with me and my cat. That's why I couldn't listen to that last caller. It got me
Whoa,
very upset.
that was heavy.
I want to
yeah.
see your cat. Is your cat going to be at the party?
Yeah, hiding under the bed.
Crazy big one on the invitation.
Oh, yeah. And look at that picture. I mean, gee, I want to fuck that caricature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
You're hot,
Lisa.
too, but in
yeah,
Wait,
I mean, Lisa.
fishnets.
the character's 16, by the way.
Yeah, the caricature is 16. She's in a little Santa outfit with like.
It's hot.
I mean, it's hot.
Yeah.
So that's how
That's
you
what I'll
see
be wearing
yourself.
at my cookie
Look
party.
at this one, Rob.
I saw it. I saw the
So
invitation.
cute. It's not pompous. It's cute.
Well, why don't you dress like your caricature?
I will Saturday
And
night.
by the way, again, I only comment on this. And the rack on the caricature, you got
it's
the
pretty
big
substantial.
boobies.
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
you don't dress like
Well,
that.
a caricature is an exaggeration.
Yes.
Sure is. You're Pam Anderson in the
I
caricature.
know. A girl can dream, can't she?
Well, okay.
I mentioned to you yesterday, I said it's odd that you have that. And
No, you didn't say odd.
Lisa, it's odd.
I said it's interesting that
Well,
you
it's
have
not going away.
No, I don't want
I
it to
know
go
you
away.
like it. Why don't you start a
Cute.
comic book? Lisa G comic book.
And you're like a superhero, like,
Yeah,
Poor
right.
Lisa, you get so
That's all right.
fun.
I did come up with an idea for Howard TV.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Lisa G cartoon
A
series.
cooking show with me, and every week a different whack packer, like me and Beetlejuice, me and Jeff the Drunk,
And what are you going to cook?
whatever.
Like, do you think the audience cares about what
Well,
are you going to
it'd be
wear?
funny.
Are you going to dress like the caricature?
Cook me some eggs, bitch.
I don't know. What do you think, Robin? Would I want to see that? Lisa
I mean,
G-
we should shoot a pilot.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I mean, I'll give any show a shot once.
Yeah, we should shoot a pilot.
Who would you want first? Me and Beetlejuice in my kitchen?
But I don't know. What do you think?
Does Beetlejuice shit his pants?
Beetlejuice cooks. Do you know Beetlejuice cooks his own breakfast? I know that for a fact.
Yeah, it'd be cool if you did it and like you let Beetle cook.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah, maybe then
That's why Beetlejuice ate a doorknob for breakfast.
All right, we'll give it a shot. If Doug Goodstein's up for it, he's got to approve it. I mean, he's in charge of Howard TV.
Or what's another good idea Howard TV could do is just take like $20,000 and burn it.
Oh my goodness!
Come to think of it, why do we need Lisa on that show? Why don't we just have Beetlejuice cook?
The Beetlejuice cooking show, and he has different guests.
Doug, are you interested in a Lisa G. Beetlejuice cooking show?
I'm interested in Artie's idea.
Burning 20 grand?
Absolutely, we'll burn it and we'll just show it on TV. It's awesome.
So what you're saying is you don't believe anybody wants to see Lisa G. cook with Beetlejuice?
Probably not.
Probably not. All right.
No.
That's the first. Doug's a little bit of Ed Wood. That's the first idea I've seen him reject.
I know.
Really?
Yeah.
He usually can make something out of anything.
Yeah.
I think it's a little hokey.
Okay. What would you like to see Lisa do?
I'd like to see Lisa's cookie party, but we've been refused.
Yeah. No.
He's pissed about that.
Yes.
Why don't you let them into your cookie party? You're the one. You're a news person. You're always trying to get into different things.
Yeah, but not on Howard TV. It's too much. It's going to be too crowded. It's too much.
Who are you, high-pitched Mike now?
No, and I don't want to get kicked out of my building. Really, just too much. It's too much.
What's too much? Too much cookies?
Too much.
How about for 5 minutes? We'll just shoot some B-roll.
No, I just want a little bit of privacy.
Okay.
What's that look?
That's interesting. You're the one who's always yelling you should have access to everything, and now all of a sudden you're closing off access.
Covering other things of people who people have agreed to, like a party that you've agreed to let
or a party that's talked about on the air for months.
Yeah,
that
and
people from the show are going to. She's mad at me. She won't even look at me.
Why?
No,
I don't know.
I
think because I rejected her show.
She's probably thinking of her next fat joke.
All right, Lisa G. had an opportunity to have the cookie party show, and she won't do it.
How do you plan on expanding the cookie party brand?
Caricature it.
All right, very good, Lisa.
Would you like some headlines?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Oh, you should have left out lines.
All right, so he's on a roll today.
He's in love with you. Lisa G, please.
Like when a fat ugly
You're all
kid teases
carved
the
up.
pretty girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it. All right,
You
so
two should get married. You have all the arguments down.
I'm all carved up. Yeah, this is how it starts with me and women, and eventually,
It returns there.
I'm throwing her out the car on the George Washington Bridge.
Yeah, I'm starting to make,
the other way around. Trust me.
I'm starting to make my wedding plans. We're trying to figure out what to do. I told you yesterday, and man, I just hope, because, really, it's not a cliche. I mean, just so many marriages end up shitty. And I'm just like, everything's so good. I'm so happy.
You are.
I just hope it doesn't ruin everything.
You can't psych yourself out like that,
Yeah.
man. You're overthinking
You
it.
gotta look at it in a positive way.
All right, how do you do that?
Say, this is gonna work.
It's going to work, okay.
It's working fine.
Working
it's always
fine.
going to be this way.
It's always going to be this way.
Some of us,
Let me
These
try
are
to
the
get
mantras.
It's working fine. It's always going to be this way. It's working fine. It's always going to be this way. All right.
some
okay,
of us
got it.
dream of that kind of dilemma that you're having right now. We can't even have that.
I know you can't get married.
Yeah.
Gee,
So we
boo-hoo.
don't have the opportunity to go through that anguish that you're
I
going
understood.
through now.
Believe me,
Yeah,
you know
well,
I'm on your side.
I know you are.
All right.
We want equality.
Are you having a destination wedding? That's what it sounded like.
What does that
yesterday.
mean, destination
I mean,
wedding?
Where people
Going
go somewhere.
Well, I mean,
Like out of the country.
No.
like
Unique
every
place.
whole
no, I would
place.
never do that to anyone.
That's a pain.
I hate that. Join us in,
Cabo.
Cabo. Whoa. What do you mean Cabo? What does this entail? I mean, not only am I giving you a gift, now I got to fly my ass out to Cabo
And rent a room.
and spend my vacation with you.
Yeah, if ultra rich, billionaires,
hops on a private
Tom
plane.
Cruise.
and has the money to everyone else
Send
can go.
everybody else,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, no destination. The destination will be somewhere in Manhattan.
Oh,
So
No,
it
I
is
didn't.
a Manhattan wedding now.
Well, maybe.
is it summer or next fall?
See, you keep asking me like I'm hiding something. We don't know. Sometimes we say it's in the summer. Sometimes we say the fall.
Howard,
Yeah.
quid pro quo. Offer a tidbit of possibly when, and allow access to the cookie party. away nothing.
No, an invite to your wedding, and then I'll let Howard TV.
No, that's not the deal on the table.
You want an invite to the wedding, and with the invite, you will allow Howard TV access to your
A little
cookie
bit of
party.
access.
How much access? Well, I'll let you be at the wedding for 5 minutes.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine someone wanting to go to a wedding that bad. That's fascinating.
Women
It's Howard
love
Stern.
weddings.
As many,
it's
but I'm not
only
even going to
fun.
have like a celebrity wedding. Like I'm not going to have celebrities.
That's
and stuff.
all right. It's
I'm just
still
going to have
you.
some friends.
You're Howard Stern. It's a news event.
I mean, I'm not even having Fred at the wedding.
Oh, my.
Remember, Fred didn't have me to his wedding.
I know.
Thank God, I love him. I appreciated that so much. I figured he'd appreciate if I didn't have him.
Wait a minute. He had other people
No.
here at the
People,
wedding?
he got married on a beach, and people walking by were at his wedding.
Well, he got a elope.
He asked the plumber to be his witness.
Really? Well,
That's one of those bullshit lines
Is
that
it?
Gary handed you when you bought a hook, line, and sinker.
Didn't you? Who was your best man?
I'll tell you what happened, Howard.
No, who was your best
Gary,
man?
shut the fuck up for 1 second.
No, you want? I'm going to tell Howard what happened.
You're going to tell him what happened, or you're going to tell him that you lied?
I didn't lie.
You did lie.
Come
You
in.
lied.
Fuck that.
Gary, you lied.
Let's
They've
find
been
out.
having
just
this.
wanted- you
How
just
long
wanted
have you
to-
been married?
Seriously, you told a lie.
this show is so dysfunctional.
They've been having this argument since Fred got married.
Gary's so on fire. He
Would
came in and knocked Lisa G over.
Would I not know who I invited to my wedding?
Wait, but I didn't lie. I told
You
Howard.
lied.
Fred, let me finish a
Gary,
fucking
you lied.
sentence.
No, I won't.
Let me finish.
Because you've been telling his fucking lie
No.
for like 20 years.
It's not a lie. I didn't. Here's what happened. I hired a plumber. He came to my house. He said he was walking along the beach and he stumbled upon Fred's wedding. That's what I told Howard. However, Howard has twisted it and misconstrued it over the
Okay,
years.
then you didn't
It's
lie.
Howard,
He
not
was
me.
lying. I
I
apologize.
hired a plumber. The
You're
guy
a
goes,
liar.
funniest thing, I was at Fred's wedding last week. I go, what do you mean? He goes, I was walking along the beach. I saw people get married, so I walked over, and I was at Fred's wedding. But
Buddy,
the plumber wasn't the best man.
Who was the best man?
I don't know.
And not only that, that's not even true. He was not. Was not walking up. Nobody walked up.
He swears that he walked right on
no,
it.
he didn't. He's lying.
How could he not?
Well,
It's a
then
public
Gary has
beach.
been
It's a
lying.
public beach, but nobody walked up.
You know if people walk by?
You
People
were getting
standing
married.
there.
Fred.
Nobody walked up to this
Stop
group
it,
of people.
Fred. People walk by on the beach,
They
and
walked
so you
by,
got
but
married.
he did not walk up.
But he walked by, so he
Oh,
was at your. He
stop.
says he's at your wedding.
So maybe he
Stop,
embellishes when he says he's at the
dude.
wedding, but he said he walked by. He
Is an embellishment.
Okay,
the same
Fred,
as
he
a lie?
clearly walked along
Is
the beach
embellishment
and
the
knew
same-
Fred was getting married, right?
I mean, he
That's
saw
what-
you
that's
get
what he's
married.
saying.
You just want to keep playing this song. Go
What's
ahead.
But Fred, I never said the
Fred-
plumber was your
Why is
best
that
man.
so upsetting anyway?
I know.
I know. Why are you freaking out about this?
You know what it is? Because it turned out that this plumber thing was just so stupid.
But I
So
didn't-
who was
I
your
didn't-
best man?
My best man was my dad.
What?
Yeah.
Your dad was there,
Yes.
and where was your mom?
My mom was there too. If my
And
dad
who else
my
was
mom
there?
was there.
It was your mom and dad, and who else?
My mom, my dad, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and her grandmother.
Well, that story sucks.
That's it.
I can't believe Fred's been
What
harboring
about
this
the plumber?
resentment for all these years.
Resentment.
No,
Because you're spreading lies.
No, he's clearly angry with me. But Fred, you were there when I told
Irritated.
Howard what
The word
happened.
is irritated.
But you were there when I told Howard what happened. How could
It's
you be mad?
It's irritating.
But I told Howard exactly what I
Gary,
just told
it's
you.
irritating.
But, so be irritated with Howard.
I'm irritated with you because you bring this shit up. It's
Yeah,
It's
you-
fine.
Gary.
you
Oh,
go-
Fred, like you would never write a fucking email. If somebody sent in a note that I went by Gary's wedding on the beach, you're the fucking king of sending wacky emails.
That didn't happen,
Jesus
Gary.
Christ.
Gary, there's a little difference between an email and what
Oh
actually
yeah,
happened.
right. Because you're too afraid to tell Howard just face so you fucking email.
But Fred, if a
You're
plumber
nuts.
walks,
You're nuts. You know that? You're fucking nuts.
Seriously, you do the same shit that I do in writing instead of in person, and you're somehow better than
What are you
me.
talking about?
Fred, you're in charge of looking at the emails, and
Oh, so
anybody
now
that sends
this-
you a gossipy
no,
note,
that-
you forward, which is
this-
fine.
this
That's what
does-
you do.
This doesn't even come close, Gary.
How does it not come close?
This doesn't even come
So, Fred, let me
close.
ask you a question. If the plumber, say it's me that got married, right? Now the plumber sends an email saying the same exact thing. You're not going to forward that to Howard, yes or no?
I don't know.
You're gonna, of course you're gonna fucking forward it. Be honest.
you better, or else you're not in charge of email.
It's harmless. It's not a harmful email. I wouldn't be
What
mad
should
if
Gary
forwarded-
have done with this information? Maybe that's more constructive. What should he have done when he heard?
But he portrayed it like this guy was like part of the
I
wedding
didn't.
party.
I told you exactly what I told Howard, and you were there when I told him.
You bought that hook, line, and sinker.
But
You bought
what
that
the
guy
guy
walked
said,
up.
he was walking along the beach and he saw Fred and Alice getting married. That's true.
Well, that didn't come out on the air that way.
But I am telling you, that's what I told
No,
Howard.
it's not weird.
He
That's
saw
not
it,
the way
and
come out.
you think he didn't see it, but he says he saw it.
No, that's not what you're saying.
I'm not saying he was in the wedding.
You're saying he was invited to the wedding. He started this song.
I'm saying he was the best man.
I started what? What did I start, Fred? What did I start?
Eventually, it's going to be a plumber married to Allison.
I told Howard, I relayed a story exactly the way it was told to me. I didn't embellish. I never said the guy was your best man. I never said he attended the wedding. Howard has embellished it. Listen, I got a million stories. Howard now has me doing a million things that have been embellished.
Sal has the Gary mask on and a big sign that says liar.
That just harbors resentment, but you never know what it's about.
No, there's no resentment. I'm telling you how I feel. There's no resentment. I'm telling you when something happens, I'll tell you to your face. I'll tell it right then. But I don't walk around, sitting on like an egg like you do.
What are you talking about?
All right. Enough of this.
What are you laughing at, Artie?
Gary started.
It's funny when you
Everyone in the room is laughing.
Gary started that whole Fred is from Mars rumor.
Exactly. No. That was Jackie Martin.
I'm just kidding. Listen, thank you.
This is like Shakespeare, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
What's Gary's problem? Why is he lying about this?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Gary.
This something it really bothers you, right?
Does it bother me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? We'll never know the truth, will we?
No, I guess not.
Just stay tuned to Howard TV, and maybe the truth will come out.
Gary, why does Fred think you're lying?
I have no idea. He was there when I told Howard exactly what the plumber told me. I never embellished it anymore. Howard took it and ran with it. Over the years, it's grown and grown. Like a million stories about me that Fred has been part of telling the joke and embellishing. So I don't know what he's upset about.
Gary.
Yes, John Papa.
It's the guy who gets upset loses. Don't you know this? It's so fun to hear the radio show and actually get to talk
Well, then
to him.
apparently Fred and I both just lost.
No, he was calm and you were screaming.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, let replay.
All right.
Oh, see?
Yeah,
he's going into salt.
That fucking John Popper.
Yeah, see? He's going into salt.
But let me just play a couple of these things here in no particular order. I love listening to Richard's father. I could listen to it all day down on the phone.
Don't you wish he was your father?
And, yeah, well, at first I heard this message and I thought he was kidding. And I said to Richard, is your dad kidding on this? He goes, no, this is my favorite restaurant. Here, listen.
All right.
So this is for real.
Rich, this is your dad. I got some news for you. You better sit down because this is going to floor you. Taco Tico, they closed it up. So we don't have no Taco Tico. They didn't pay their taxes. So they come in and took everything they own. So no more Taco Ticos. That's going to be hell, ain't it? We'll talk to you later. Bye.
I said when your dad says you better sit down, he's joking, right? He goes, oh, no, he knows. That's my favorite restaurant.
Was he hit hard by the closing of Taco Tico?
Yeah, he said, I'm like freaked out. And Isaac, who went down to film that Thanksgiving special at Richard's father's house, said it's the most horrible restaurant. He said he went to Taco Tico, and it was just disgusting. He hated it. Taco Tico, what did they serve besides tacos?
Sanchos. They had 99-cent Sanchos, which is a burrito, but with vegetables, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was, I can't even explain how awesome. I grew up on this restaurant.
I guess when your father
like
gives you raccoon to eat all day, that this is
Taco
rather...
Tico sounds
Tico.
like gourmet
it's exotic.
Food.
Yeah.
But I already had plans December 26th to meet up with my friends and go to Taco Tico.
Well, I guess
you're going to have to change those plans.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it doesn't interfere with you getting tucked in by elves. I heard you on the wrap-up show. They were talking about Richard wants to be tucked in by elves. He's paid money to go to a hotel over Christmas.
And act like a kid.
Yeah.
Are you surprised that all of us are sort of... What's the right word, Gary?
Freaked out?
Yeah, that's good. By you wanting elves to come tuck you in at Christmas time during your trip?
I'm a little surprised. I mean, I think people take themselves a little too seriously sometimes. You got to just let your inhibitions go and think of what makes you happy. And that's something that I love the holidays. I love Christmas, and we're just totally going to immerse ourselves in Christmas, and that's one of the ways.
You're not even clear if they're midgets or little children who play the elves.
That's one of the reasons I wanted to do this. I want to see if they're midgets. If they're midgets, then we'll do it. I
want midgets to tuck you in on your vacation.
Only if it's midgets.
Right.
Because, to me, a real elf is just an old midget. Like a real elf is hundreds of, in the movie Elf, Artie, the elves are hundreds of years old.
I've never seen the movie Elf, Richard.
But they're not elves; they're midgets.
I don't even know what's going on here.
He wants. I heard this rap. He wants male midgets to tuck him in at night.
Male.
Yeah, male. Because he wants elves.
Well, in the movies, they're usually always male. There's a few female, like I was saying on the wrap-up show, the woman from Poltergeist, like she would be a perfect elf. Somebody like that.
Right. Well,
or somebody like Billy Barty. If Billy Barty showed up to tuck us in, that would be cool.
And the midgets have to read him bedtime stories. What's going on is he's taking a trip over Christmas.
I know.
He booked into the hotel, and part of the services for your young children is they'll have the elves come in and tuck your kids in and read them the story.
Howard, I can't.
Which is creepy in and of itself.
Yeah, and Richard now signed up for this, and not even as a bit, because it's not like we knew about it.
Yeah.
It's not for camera or anything. He just wants this.
He really wants to lay in bed and have this uncomfortable situation where elves come in and then see two adults and they have to be tucked in and read to. I mean, like, why would you want to torture yourself with that?
But don't you like to hear Christmas stories and things like that?
No, I'm an adult. I'm an adult.
Yeah, but I just love that kind of stuff. I love the holiday. I'm, what am I, 33?
That's for kids.
At this point, you should be reading this to your children.
Right.
You should.
But a lot of things are for kids. Like kids play chess, but you enjoy chess. Like kids love going to haunted houses, but I love doing that too. Like
You sound creepy.
The kids love video games, and adults play video games.
No,
somebody should take his computer and look through it.
Well, the reassuring thing is after he gets tucked in and the elves leave, you're going out drinking, right?
Yeah.
That's an adult thing.
I can't believe you found
Even
a
George
woman that does this shit with you.
Even George finds it creepy, right, George?
Not creepy, but a little
weird,
peculiar.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what it is I love.
Here it is, Elf Tuck-ins from 7 p.m. to 9:30. Let Santa's little elves come by and tuck your little elves into bed.
Your little elves, they don't want to be dealing with a big adult.
Santa's elves will read bedtime stories, play elf games, whatever your little one wants. You can be sure that they'll dream of sugar plums and will treasure their Christmas memory forever.
And won't be getting up to go get drinks.
Please call guest services for more information and reservations. $15 per child includes a big cedar stocking with age-appropriate toys.
Age-appropriate toys, so they'll have a dildo in your lunch.
The sweetest Christmas.
Hey, elf, could use that dildo on my ass. It just got bleached.
Elf tuck-in. Wow.
I just love the holidays, and I try to immerse myself in
See, chess
the holidays.
is for all ages. This says specifically for little kids. See, that I don't understand your analogy.
It's like guys who get dressed up in diapers and shit.
Yeah.
It's not a weird
with
thing.
rattles
I'm not
and little baby hoods and stuff. This is freaky.
One of the weirdest things I've ever heard.
Richard, this is your dad, Taco Tico clothes.
Taco Tico clothes. But good news, some elves is coming over and tucking me and your mom in tonight.
There's Taco Tico in Missouri or in Kansas. In Kansas, that's like Nobu.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Taco Tico.
Well, it was only
finest
one.
Restaurant.
It's only
our finest restaurant. All we get is raccoon at home.
I think it's one of only 4 restaurants.
The Gats gave it 4 stars.
It has real paper tablecloth.
David, you're on the air. Go ahead.
I think you're going to run into the fact that this place is not going to do this for you. They're going to go, no, it's creepy. The sheriff might come and arrest you.
Right, what do you want to?
One could hope.
It's not creepy. We just want to. We're doing a lot of other stuff, like we're doing a tour of Holiday Lights. We're going to see Santa. We're doing Christmas brunch. We're doing Christmassy stuff.
You going to sit on Santa's lap?
No. My parents are going to be with me, and my niece is going to be with us. So she's going to see Santa.
Yeah, Ralph, go ahead. You're on the air.
Now, this is not a joke. I seriously think that Richard is retarded. I think you should give him some sort of IQ test or something to prove it.
I agree with Ralph.
Yeah, can I give you some reasons why I think he is?
Sure.
I've sort of put a list together, keeping a list on him. First of all, he lives like an animal in that filth. That disgusting, filthy apartment. Richard, you should be completely embarrassed by that. And then he lived in a storage unit, too.
Right,
only a retarded person could do it. He likes to be naked. He's constantly drunk. He doesn't shower or brush his teeth. he laughs when you insult him. He's probably laughing now. He's so stupid.
He is laughing.
You're right.
Busted.
You're right.
He has, like Rain Man, he has the ability to hyper-focus on one thing.
You don't like Richard, do you?
No, I love Richard, but he just drives me nuts. Because he's
No, you don't love
Why
Richard.
do you think he doesn't like him?
No, I do.
Because I talked to Ralph in private, and he's just so disgusted by Richard that
I am disgusted.
I feel like you just don't even like the guy.
He's pasty white and blotchy.
Well, that I can't help.
But that's retards are like that.
No, but retards like being naked. Only retarded people can stay in. You can stay in your own shit. Like you shit your pants and you don't care.
Hey, you should be one talking about staying in your own shit. You shit the bed. I've never done that.
Because I was coked up.
Are you? You're not retarded, are you?
I don't think so. But
Did you go to school on a short yellow bus?
No, I did fine. I made it through high school. I know that Europe is a continent, not a country. I'm just what it boils down to. Life is so short. I could be gone tomorrow. I want to have as much fun as I can while I'm here, and if that includes doing shit that people think is dumb, then so be it. I'm doing it for my enjoyment. I'm not getting tucked in by an elf because I want to impress other people. It's because me and my...
You're not
There's other ways to impress
Good
people.
for you.
Well,
Good for
me
you,
and
Richard.
my girlfriend and I saw that in this brochure, and we said that would be hilarious, and
Are
it would
you
be
sure
fun.
she said anything? It was you saying all this
She's
stuff?
the one that saw it and brought it to my attention. I was like, yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
David, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Howard, how's it going, buddy?
All right.
Yesterday on the wrap-up show, I wanted to speak about gayness. Sal wants to put his pouch in Richard's ass.
Oh, yeah, I heard. I'm going to play that
Wait
right
a
now.
minute.
I'm going to play that right now. Now, this really took me by surprise. You know, when Sal refers to his pouch, he means his foreskin, okay? So someone...
That's literally putting his dick.
Well, listen to this. This was shocking. And I talked to Richard about this. Richard goes, I don't think I'd do this, but if it's funny, I would do it.
Well, it'll be funny, Richard.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Not gay either.
I'll play the whole clip.
So, would you stick your pouch in Richard's ass just for the laugh?
That's such a tough question.
No, it's not.
Why? Because the dilemma is laugh, but at the same time, it's my pouch going into his ass.
Let me explain something. Your pouch in Richard's ass is gay sex. There's no other way to describe it. Guys, anybody? John? Is it not gay sex?
Yeah. All right, so if they throw shit on the Virgin Mary, it's considered art, right? That's the argument?
That's a great analogy.
Okay, to me, I consider it offensive. But if I put my dick in Richard's ass for a laugh, I consider it art, comedy. You guys consider it gay.
I'm not offended. It's just gay. I'm not saying I'm
It's
offended.
not gay if you're not gay. I wouldn't do it. I don't think I would do it, but it's not gay if you're not gay.
How is you sticking that in his ass not a gay act? You have to describe it, because I
First of
really
all,
don't
it's
understand.
First of all, it's the pouch. It's the foreskin. That would go in. There's the tip. It's like it's like a pencil eraser or something. That would go in. Not the head, and not contact, and not movement. Not the sliding in and out of the shaft in the rectum.
What would you do if you did that, right? And then you accidentally came? How great would that be?
You mean I
wouldn't be gay?
That would be gay, right?
That would be gay.
It wouldn't be gay because it'd be funny.
That would be art.
Yeah.
So you would allow that, right? I mean, you
No.
would think about it. No, you said this
But wait
morning
a minute,
you would.
if it was funny...
Here's what I said this morning. I said no, but we got 3 years left on the contract. Now tell what the hell's going to happen before we leave here. So
And how does Sal plan to get his foreskin into you without putting the arousing himself and putting the dick in there? I mean, you've got to, I mean, you can't really do one without
Yeah,
the
explain all of this.
That's a damn good question.
All right, well, thank you.
Ralph's retarded theory, though, I'm starting to think about it because even like, you know how he constantly falls for thinking Sal's not going to throw something in his face, and then he does. And then when Sal throws something in his face, I mean, you fall for it every time. It's like, you know, the football and Charlie Brown.
Well, I would...
And then you laugh about it. Like, there's jizz and shit and piss on your face. And you're like,
Richard, dude, what's the deal with the elves? Why doesn't anyone understand?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a Christmas thing. I guess you really have to be into Christmas. But, you know, I have some weird hobbies, I guess, visiting haunted houses. I love I love doing holiday stuff. And, you know, I mean, I'm catching shit from 3 people, one of which is into shoving coffee in her ass, one of which is into playing chess, the lamest, most boring game ever, and one who's into doing massive amounts of cocaine. So... Call me weird, I guess, but it seems a little less weird than all those other 3 things that everybody who's yelling at me is into. But I don't know. It's something that's funny. It's funny. It's just a funny thought to be tucked in by a grown midget. So
Now, are there negative comments like discouraging you from doing this?
not at all. It encourages me. I'm not into shoving coffee in my ass, playing chess, or doing coke. So I'm into my own thing.